Welcome back to another episode of Trucking with CJ. This episode is dedicated to the life of Kurt. When I was in Adelaide, I received a notification from his partner Michaela informing us that there had been a tragic accident that day and Kurt had sadly passed away. This news has absolutely devastated a lot of people in our industry. He was way too young and didn't deserve to pass away this way. He leaves behind the most beautiful, loving, devoted partner and 4 young children, the youngest being 4 weeks old. I'll go more into this later in the episode, but Kurt, this one's for you.
Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Trucking with CJ. So this episode we are driving a Supercars transporter. We left Adelaide this morning at 5:30 Queensland time, 6 a.m. Adelaide time. Yeah, just pulling into Tailem Bend now. I had a great run out of Adelaide. My dad dropped me off. He filmed me going past, which was just so special as always. We just got wheeled into the weighbridge at Tailem Bend by the NHVR. And it's the first time I was not nervous at all. I had my electronic work diary, and as soon as it's like, can I see your work diary? I'm like, yeah, pull back my phone. He goes, oh, electronic work diary, how good? I'm like, yeah. Opened it to the compliance page. He said, he had a look and goes, easy as that, no worries. Handed it back. And I was like, what? This is so good.
You want an electronic one?
Yeah.
No, they're gold, aren't they?
Oh my God, it's the best.
Yeah. All right, is that in compliance mode? So you put them in what's called compliance mode.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Filling all that in it. That's the one. Where are we heading to today?
I'm following Jason the boss, and we're heading eventually to Gold Coast.
Oh, that's how easy it is for us.
Awesome.
Yeah, all good to go.
Thank you. This is the best thing I've ever invested in, hey?
They are gold.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you have a great day.
Is
So I just bought a new camera. I'm filming on a DJI Action 5 Pro, which means that I can use my little microphone that I use for my Osmo. So now I'm linked up. I'm hoping that this works because with my GoPro, I was having heaps of issues with audio when I was driving or talking to camera. So this is my little Osmo that I normally film other stuff, but I've just replaced my GoPro with the Action. So fingers crossed, it means that the audio will be better moving forward. Yeah, fingers crossed. Should be about a 2-day journey back to Queensland, back to the Gold Coast, so Adelaide to Gold Coast. Bring you guys along on the journey as always. Hope I can film some nice stuff for you. Have got my drone as well, so let's see what we can do. All right. Well, this is awesome. Clean women's only showers. We love to see it.
Give it all away for you, so take me home. Take me home. Ever been before. Those photographs that once took pride of place stand no more. How long should we try and make things last till we fall? Would you still take me for a fool if I let you give it all away for you? So take me home. Take
Okay, we've just had a half an hour break here in Balranald and we're going to head on to West Wyalong. Today is a pretty difficult, emotional day for me. A few days ago, there was a very, very, very tragic accident involving someone I knew, a really lovely guy by the name of Kurt. He sadly passed away. And it absolutely shattered me.
Good morning. Last night as I was getting ready for bed, I was scrolling Instagram, and I don't follow many people, so people I do follow means they're pretty close to me, and I saw a post from one of the most loveliest chicks I know, saying that there was a truck accident yesterday and that her partner sadly passed away. And this could not have happened to a nicer family. I met them at a truck show, at Casino Truck Show, 3 years ago. And since then, I just absolutely adore them all. And I just feel really, really sad that this has happened to them and to him and to her and their 4 babies. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on how we can support them when I find out more information.
You know, when I'm driving, I'm never scared. I don't ever feel like there's a risk or anything like that. And then things like his accident happen and it puts everything into perspective. And I just felt a little bit spooked heading out on the road today, being far out, you know. Such a nice guy.
Show me a way out, give me your side of the story. Throw me a rope here, I've drifted way too far. I see it sometimes behind those kind eyes. I see it sometimes behind those kind eyes. Wake me up when this is all over, and take my heart with both of your hands. I've been spending all my days.
I've got 45 minutes until my logbook's gonna breach. I just need to pull over and have my last 15-minute break of the day. The thing I haven't mentioned in my vlogs before is the fact that in Australia we have so many different time zones. Today I have gone through 3 different states, so my time zone's constantly changing. You need to have your logbook set at your home base. So when you're doing a paper diary, you're constantly having to think, what is the current time in my home state? Quite often I had to set my phone and lock the time zone for where my base is, which would be Queensland, but then I'd be constantly going through different time zones. General freight, you have an unload at Victorian time 8:30. Your phone's not going to say 8:30. Your phone is going to be locked on your home time zone. So sometimes you can get caught and trip up with that, and when you're doing your logbook, and then that can be a fine with the NHVR if you get caught out. So the electronic work diary automatically can tell what your home base time zone is and what your current time zone is. So that helps me. It just tells me, hey, Katrina, in 45 minutes you're going to need to have a break. So now we're just looking for a parking bay to pull up so that I can fulfill that 15-minute break, and then we'll continue on. So another perk of having an electronic work diary. We just pulled over for my break. I've been working for 10 hours and 27 minutes, so we'll quickly have a 15-minute break and then keep going.
It's been a long time coming, but it feels all the same anyway.
25. Yeah, would that be right? It would have been January 2015, which means I would have been 24. Ex-boyfriend and I were relocating to Brisbane. It was the biggest road trip ever. So much had to be thought about. Where's all the stops gonna be? All of this stuff. And it was a big deal. And now I do this for a job and it's like, oh, it's only a 2-day drive. Literally pack like a couple of yogurts, a couple of bananas, she'll be right. It would have been full playlist would have had to be downloaded, movies, truckload of snacks. It's only a couple of years ago that I started doing my first road train trips where I'd go to Cooper, which is an 850 kilometre journey each way. Now that was a big deal. If I found out I was doing Cooper, I'd be up late prepping meals. I felt like I had to plan so much. Now a one-night journey is oh, just take a backpack. If you're at the beginning of your career doing the long kind of trips, enjoy it, because all of a sudden it'll become normal and it won't be so exciting anymore. It's crazy how fast time flies.
It's been a long time coming, but it feels all the same anyway. You'll be in my mind at any given part of the day. Give me love when this is all over, and take my heart with both of your hands. I've been spending all my days just trying to find a way. Give me love when this is all over. Love will carry all our days till we find another way. No one ever said it'd be easy. Love will carry all our days till we find another way. No one ever said it'd be easy. Give me love when this is all over, and take my heart with both of your hands. I've been spending all my days just trying to find a way. Give me love when this is all over.
I put this face mask on last night. So good. I'm such an idiot. Got up and went and brushed my teeth and went and got a coffee. I messaged Jason. I was like, okay, do you want to take a coffee? He's like, you're now too early. So right now, I can't start my logbook until 5:30 Queensland time. So as I said yesterday about the time zones, for anyone that's not from Australia, in Adelaide it is currently 4:59 a.m. Brisbane is 4:29 a.m. but where I am right now it's 5:29 a.m. So I can only leave at 5:30 a.m. Queensland time, 6 a.m. Adelaide time, which would be 6:30 here. So I'm gonna put my phone on snooze for another hour. It's 15. Put on that, go and have a little bit more sleep. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining about the fact that I just bought a coffee that's gonna get cold. Here, my night rest break hasn't been completed yet. It's got a big cross on it, so I can't start.
Anyway, regardless, I'm going back to sleep. I've had an extra hour's sleep. Got the right time zone now, so we can start the logbook now.
Still so far from home.
Good to see you.
It's like we're burning in
Yeah, all good. All right, logbook started. We'll head off.
the fire burns a cold world. As the days keep rolling on, we're living in hell again. But I still hold you in my heart when these days have been and gone. Ooh, 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 ooh. As time goes by, won't we keep it?
Phone call from my niece and nephew and my mum, and it's just so cute. They're like, Auntie Rena, are you driving a truck? And I'm like, yeah. Do you know what kind of truck I'm driving? And they're like, what? And I'm like, what does Uncle Aaron drive in the book? And then they're like, B double truck. I'm like, yeah. So how many trailers is that? And they're like, 2. These kids are 2 and 3, and it's just like so cool that we can reference the book and they're learning about what different types of combinations are called, and I love them so much. And like just driving, constantly thinking about like what's the next book going to be about. There's just so many like possibilities. I'm don't know which one to pick. Yeah, leave a comment on what kind of book you think I should write about next. Let's keep educating these kids and getting them excited about our industry. I love my niece and nephew so much. I miss them so much. I just can't wait to see them, but so grateful for technology so that we can stay connected even when I'm away and out on the road.
You have a nice Christmas, eh? Thanks, you too. Okay.
Circles never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, we keep heading round. Circles never letting go, never letting go. The weight of the world on your shoulders, always ending up the same. Crescent moons all gone home. We're all fired up, we're tangled up, we're enmeshed to the point and messed up. As the days keep rolling on, we're living in hell again. But I still hold you in my arms when these days have been and gone.
Got into Gilgandra and there's just no parks at all. Like
Time goes by, and we keep heading round. Circles never letting go, never letting go. Time goes by, and we keep heading round. Circles never letting go, never letting go. Round in circles, never letting go, never letting go.
Just got that.
So we've just had our break and we're going to head off now. We've had quite a long break actually. I'm not used to this. It's kind of nice to be taking it a little bit easier, but we'll just quickly check the electronic work diary to figure out where our next break will be.
6152 and
Such a lovely day today. Like yesterday was so wet and miserable and cold and rainy and so windy, and today is just sunny and gorgeous.
Stand down, darling. Oh. We've come too far this time. You've left a hole in place of my heart. Time will tell us.
So we're 9 k's from Gilgandra, other words, the New South Wales Queensland border. If you've been watching my other videos, my vlogs recently, you know that I've been coming out here with diesel. So from now on, I'm quite familiar with these roads now. I've got half an hour until I'll breach my logbook. So got to pull up in Gilgandra, check logbook, and hopefully we've still got enough hours that we can get all the way back to the Gold Coast. So yeah, we'll park up in a minute here and have a break. Alright, just leaving Gilgandra BP. Unfortunately, they didn't have any AdBlue and I'm out. So we're just going to go to Ampol and fingers crossed they have AdBlue, and then we'll keep going. Brisbane via Toowoomba 345, Gold Coast 382 k's. I hope this camera's working well and the microphone's working well. So luckily, Ampol here in Gilgandra had AdBlue, so we filled that up and now we're good to go on to the Gold Coast. So unless I need to use a bathroom, we shouldn't have to stop. It's always famous last words, isn't it? But yeah, we are now on the home run. Tomorrow I will take the truck to go get washed and then my job will be done. This road is terrible. This shouldn't make me as happy as it does, but just then we had an oversize approaching us, and the person called up saying how wide the tractor was, and I said, yeah, copy, thanks. And then behind me there's another girl, and I know that shouldn't make me happy, but like I don't even know if I've seen one single girl pass me today. And then there's two girls traveling along the road together. I just felt the need to like mention how good that feels. Hopefully we can see more of it in the future. If you're watching this and you're wondering whether you want to be a truck driver, just know that you can if you want to. That's all I care about. I'm not going to give you special treatment, but just I hope if you see me doing it, you know that it is possible for you too.